Oh, that's right, PNP Familia. Let's do it to it on a Tuesday here in the Bay.
Paulie, right on the gate. Dude, I'm sorry.
No.
I think your mic is not going through the Roadcaster.
Stand by, Tony.
Yeah,
Stand
play
by.
a soundbite for me. Play a soundbite for me.
I'd love to. How about let me grab my magic wand. Let's try the chimes. Hold on, buddy.
Yeah. Nope. Yeah, go.
Right.
Go into the innards. Get into the innards.
Everybody stand by.
What's up, y'all? Happy 421. Hope everybody celebrated the holiday yesterday in style. Loved our 420 show.
Hello, Tony?
Yeah, there we go.
Let me try it again. Watch this. Watch this. One more time.
There we go.
Hey, by the way, I want to make a revelation too, or not a revelation. This would be more of a announcement, I guess. My magic wand is actually ready for this, Tony. I got a little story for you. It's story time at PNP. My magic wand is actually a pen that Dom gave me for Christmas.
Nice.
And I swear to you, Dom and I were talking about the holidays before the Standard Deviant party. He was like, Paulie Mac, what do you want for Christmas? I go, I want one of those pens that you're using. And he remembered and he gave me one. And now, Dommy, take the pen, 100%. Do me a personal favor. Take the pen. I use this as my magic wand now as well. Watch. Yeah. So anyway, great to be back. Great to have the microphones working. Tony, you look great. It is a Roby Tuesday. First time in a while we've remembered.
Roby Tuesday.
Goodbye, Roby Tuesday. Who could hang a name on you? Tony, you're robed up. I'm robed up. I hope all of y'all in the audience are robed up. I hope all of y'all had a great 420. I would like to thank everybody in the PNP Army who showed up at Lumbridge Pizza last night.
Incredible.
Your Corinne's, your Goodmans, your Noemi's, your Patty from Napa's, your Mikey's, how about Corinne's friend,
Pam.
Pam, excuse me. Dude, Pam and I got something in my eye. Hold on a second. She got something flew into my eye.
Hold on, let me slap it out.
Yeah, slap it out. So I had a great conversation with Pam. She and I were talking about, like, she was telling me about seeing Jimi Hendrix at the Fillmore and all this kind of cool stuff. So great time last night. Thank you, Neil Denardi, so much. Thank you, Deli Board, for all the great food. And hope you guys enjoyed the show. We had a ball yesterday, and it's always great to hang with the family. And Tony, have you recovered from last night's bash? Because it was a good time we had.
Honestly, no. So that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
You know, I enjoyed the holiday. I celebrated in style, as we say, Paulie. So it was a wonderful evening. We had a great time, Paulie and I, doing the show together from the LBP PMP studios. And then, like you said, man, Neil Denardi and the whole staff at Longbridge Pizza. You got your Stevens and your Gabinos and your Andres and your Jorge and your Manuels and your Gilberts. And you got Adam from Deli Board. And the freaking spread was fantastic. Pizzas. You got the roll dogs, which is a hot dog with rolled in a wonton.
I ate one. I had one.
Dude, the bulgogi nachos, then all the pizza spread. It was.
Don't forget, Dom Peralta was whacking down tacos. I turned around, I got Dom eating tacos. I'm like, this is a free for all right now. This is a freaking free for all. I was eating chopped cheese sangies. It was mayhem down there.
Also, don't sleep on the shrimp paste toast from Deli.
I didn't get that. I didn't get shrimp paste toast. Tell me about that.
Dude, it was like some shrimp cream concoction that Adam from Deli Board made, and he made toast out of Wonder Bread, dude. It was like it was fantastic. So, anyways, it was really, really good. And,
and thank you, Longbridge, and thank you, Deli Board. You got. I mean, I don't know what else to say at this point. Really, they've humbled me with their overwhelming generosity. Their overwhelming, desire to accommodate the entire PNP community. Like, they open their doors. This is, what's funny, Tony? That's 2 consecutive Mondays now where Neil Denardi has sacrificed his day off. And he's like, nope, we're opening the doors. We had a Springsteen party, which, by the way, we haven't even talked about. That was a great time. Last Monday before the gig, you're jumping stack flashes. You're Brian Murphy's, dude. You're freaking KNBR Murphs.
You're Brian Murphy's and your Rory Murphy's. Your Jen Violet Kennedys and your Michael Kennedys.
Your Jeff Winklers from LA, you know? Yeah.
Great. Your Stevie B's, your Rebecca and Stephen from Longbridge. It was just a great scene. Your Stephen Groschel and his daughter Reese. It was a fantastic time.
I'm a Reese fan, by the way. I was a fan of her. She's got a good sense of humor. Grosch's daughter. Where is she?
Shocker that Groschel's daughter would have a good sense of humor, if you know what I mean.
See what I'm saying, dude? Again, shout out to the Grosch. Where is Grosch right now? What's he doing on a Tuesday at noon? I don't think he's in the chat today.
No, he's probably wheeling and dealing somewhere on the peninsula, man.
What's his gig? What does he do? I don't even know what Groshi does to pay the bills, but I'm interested.
To me, Paulie, he's always a catcher for high school baseball. So I don't know what he does for a living. I honestly don't know what he does.
That's
beautiful. Oh, no, he says he's here. He says he's here. So
there he is. Hey, Grosh, here.
Yeah.
By the way, Tony, I don't think I put this together. Was Grosh your catcher?
Not in high school. He was 2 years younger than me, but he was my catcher in the alumni game where I got yanked. And his team, well, he was a good ball player, and their team was really good. So he had a good career at SI, and 2 years younger than me, I believe. Or is it 1 year, Grosh? I forget. But anyways, we've known each other since high school. We've stayed in touch, and he's become a great member of the PMP Familia. Paulie, as we talked about yesterday, and then what did he say? Alumni game year for the catchers, Paulie. Is what he's 2 years. He's saying 2 years. I'm all over the map. He's class of 93. I'm class of 91.
93. I love that year. 93. Great year for the Grateful Dead. Saw some great shows in 93. Tony, I would like to acknowledge Effin 901 who says, damn, I wish I was at Longbridge yesterday. Unfortunately, I was flying back from Guadalajara where I had a wedding. Hey, it's all good, Effin 901. I hope to see you at the next event. Oh, there's some pictures. Yeah, nice. There's the crew. Let's walk through this.
Look at that. Patty and Mikey and Dom and Pam and Corinne and Ray and Noemi and me, Paulie. Great show right there.
Shout out to Patty throwing the Ozzy Osbourne peace signs, dude. Shout out Volume 4. Look at Patty.
We need to get Patty a shirt with tassels.
Yeah, 100%.
Right?
100%. Yeah. And shout out to Mr. Look at this. These are nice shots. Yeah.
Good shots. It was the spread was phenomenal. Longbridge was a great time had by all. And thank you for braving the rain, everybody. And look at that. Look at the
ladies of PMP, these beauties, all three of them. All three, and I love all three of these people.
Yeah.
And you know what? Yeah. Shout out to Noemi Catalina as one of the great accessory
style. The style of a Noemi Catalina.
Thank you. That's the word. Yes, style. The style of a Noemi. The flowers in her hair, and I'll throw this out there. Noemi's glasses game, second to none.
Totally.
Second to none. Every time I see her, she's got the coolest glasses I've ever seen, including these right there.
Let's do it. Let's do some goodness right now, Paulie. LadyCatalina.com if you're looking for the Lady Catalina hot sauce. That's Lady right. Catalina. Or you can check her out on Instagram, Lady Catalina as well. And I think she's going to be continuing to make these hot sauces. And the ones I've had are fantastic. She just made a hot sauce out of peppers from Dom's yard.
Yeah, like a designer bottle, an exclusive bottle for Peralta. But you know what, though? Peralta deserves it. Peralta, we should be showering Peralta with thanks and gifts on a daily basis. Now, a couple quick things, Tony.
I got a quick thing, too, but go again with your quick things because I got a quick thing.
Okay, so we're going to do a couple quick things. I want to talk NFL draft today. I want to shout out Mikey Tomlin. I've always loved Mikey Tomlin. He's going to the booth now. He'll be with the Sunday Night Football crew as an analyst. I look forward to that. That'll hopefully.
Do you think they'll just focus? Do you think they'll zoom in on just his glare?
That's a great question. Or is he going to alter his demeanor? Is he going to become some lovable, funny guy now? Because he was so serious on the sidelines. It's going to be interesting to see his demeanor. But Tony, it's going to be a welcome addition to balance out the Muppet nut gargling that goes on between a Collinsworth and the rest of those fools. So nut gargling, Tony, nutgargling.com. Look into it. Anyway, Mikey Tomlin, I want to talk Giants Dodgers, obviously NBA playoffs. We got a few things to get into today, but I forgot to acknowledge the pre-show post of the day there, but there's two of them, and they're both going to my great friend Rags, who's in New Jersey where he lives. And he said two things today. Part one, his first post, I hate everybody in New Jersey. That's one.
Nice.
Then he followed that up with, it's ready for this, Tony? Rag said, it's douche day in New Jersey. I don't know what that means. What's douche day? What's going on, Rags? You okay, buddy? Don't get arrested. Don't beat anybody up. But you sound irritated today. Well, try to change your headspace today, Rags. We all love you. Tony. Oh, and then of course I want to talk about Steve Kerr a little bit more because that story seems like it's gaining momentum that Kerr is likely to leave. I mean, you guys have probably all seen what I've seen. These stories are all over the place online today. And there are some interesting other kind of coaching developments going on in the NBA. Guys are stepping down. There's already rumors about who might replace Steve Kerr. So we can get into all that stuff today, Tony. But you had something on the heels of my thing. So go ahead, and then we'll dive into the topics today. What you got, T?
We like to celebrate good news here on the Polymac Particles show, the PMP show, especially when the news involves our very own PMP familia. Yesterday, we talked about the Nutter, add a new addition to the Nutter family. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Paul Mac, stand by as I'd like to present for the first time to the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, please meet Nina Centaur. Nina Centaur. Born this morning, Nina Centaur, just like Nina Simone, Paulie, Nina Centaur, and Megan Centaur. I mean, I call her Centaur, but Fareed's better half, Megan, is doing very well, and so is the baby. That's the baby girl, Nina, born this morning. And look at Fareed on the chat as well, too, dude. So congratulations, Fareed. Congratulations to all the Centaurs. Dude, congrats, man.
Congratulations, Fareed. I'm so happy for you guys. Nina's beautiful. I remember those little baby blankets, dude. Those, oh, man. Look at that. She's freaking beautiful. Day one. She's beautiful. You know what I mean?
Robot Centaur, the whole Centaur family. And I remember when the hands are that tiny and the grip of the hands.
They just you give them a finger, they couldn't be happier. They'll hold the finger all freaking day. You know what I mean?
Totally.
I miss that stuff, man. Those are like the really, really great experiences. But anyway, hey, Megan, I hope you're feeling all right. You rest up, dear, and we're all so happy for you. So congrats, Fareed. I will toast you tonight, bro. I will pour a nice glass of wine and I will drink to Nina. And I love the name Nina, by the way. Great name.
Totally. I agree with that, Paulie. When he texted and I said, what a great name. And also, yes, we will toast the newest addition to the Centaur family. To the four Centaurs, by the way.
I'm going to go ahead and make a gentle suggestion to the Centaur familia. You guys might want to pump the brakes at this point. You got a 4-pack. I mean, it's each parent playing Zone D now. So I think a 4-pack is more than you guys. It's more than enough. You know what I mean? You guys, let's pump the brake. Unless you want to keep going. You want to do a Brady Bunch thing. I don't know. It's up to you guys. Tony, to honor Fareed and Megan and the beautiful Nina, greatest Ninas of all time. I'm going to come at you right down the lane. I'm going to drive right to the hoop and I'm going Nina Blackwood, MTV VJ. Tony, you're up.
I already said Nina Simone, and that's my number one. That's my go-to. And then I'll also say, actually, no, it's not. She was Nana Cherry, not Nina Cherry. She was Nana Cherry.
What are you dropping a Buffalo stance on me, buddy?
Buffalo stance. I'm talking Buffalo stance, but she wasn't Nina. She was Nana. Neneh, if I'm correct.
Okay, you know what I mean. Hey, Rags is explaining all his frustration. You know what, Rags? You should have gone to see Bruce last night with Cannizzaro. Cannizzaro, our great friend from the New York Post, he saw Bruce Springsteen in New Jersey last night, and he said he was floating out of that joint, and he said he went with his wife Carolyn. Check this out. Cannizzaro goes, my wife Carolyn's not the biggest Bruce fan, but she went to the gig, and when she left the gig, she goes, that was one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life. Yep. So anyway, Rags, you should have been with Cannizzaro last night. Maybe you'd be in a better mood today. Wow. Who wrote Tuba Sun God? Dude, drop the flipping mic, Holmes. He just drove the lane with Tony. Let's remember the greatness. Nina and the song 99 Luft Balloons.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Remember the riff, T?
Of course I do. Of course I do. And then it speeds up. The tempo speeds up too, which is great.
Hey, Tony, real quick, shout out to the hairy armpits of Nina. Your thoughts? She did. She had hairy armpits. I remember she was like this in the video. I was like, whoa, because you didn't see that a lot in the early 80s, you know?
If you're going to go there, go.
Yeah.
It's like when I tell the kids that do check swings at the plate, and I'm like, if you're going to go, you know?
Yeah.
If you're going to go hair into the pits, go full hair under the pits. Don't half-ass it. You know what I mean?
Don't half-ass it. Hey, Tony, our great friend Escobar Cheeks, the third, not the second, not junior, the third. He's a super. Let's give him some love. I don't know what he's got, but I see his name up there.
Well, so is Patty from Napa, Paulie. So stand by. Yeah. Of course. Mm-mm.
That's okay, T. Take a deep breath. Take another puff if you need to. That's good. Yeah. Home. You got to meditate and keep that cool hand, Tony.
I'm going to take a deep breath, if you don't mind. Oh, okay. It's just not working at all. Okay.
You know what? With this Roadcaster, it's time to send it back, T. Let's send it back. This thing's no good.
That was my deep breath. Okay. And then here we go.
Oh, yeah. It's business time.
Here we go. Patty from Napa is a super right out of the gates. And thank you, Patty, for the super. And thank you for making the trip. to Longbridge Pizza yesterday. People that came to the party, they braved the rain, they braved freeways, they braved traffic and toll booths and all the nonsense that happens out on there on the roads. So thank you. And Patty says, from Corinne, blast last night. Thanks for welcoming Pam into the PMP bra. Does Pam even? I love that Pam is now abroad. Like, she doesn't even know she's abroad.
I know. I got to say, too, I'm not just saying this either, Corinne, and thank you, Patty, that I really enjoyed talking to Pam. Like, I really did. She was a really cool lady and with all kinds of cool stories. She's a friend of Corinne, so she was like, yeah, we saw Janis Joplin. We saw Jimi Hendrix. I go, how about Sly and the Family Stone? She goes, yeah, I saw him in San Rafael. I'm like, Jesus, you're killing me. Tony, she saw Pam, ready for this one? She saw Sly and the Family Stone at New George's in San Rafael.
Oh, I know. We used to play at New George's way back when.
Now just see Sly and the Family Stone in there. I mean, it's like anyway. So she was a really nice woman. I enjoyed meeting her very much. Okay,
stand by Cheeks. Escobar Cheeks the third's a super. Do we call them Cheeks or Skins, dude? Because of what we saw on the congas yesterday. And by the way, the newest member of the Paulie Mac and Friends band. Escobar Cheeks the third. The following hashtag segment brought to you by New Jersey Douche Tuesday. Hashtag F the Doyers. Hashtag Friar Manfred. Hashtag Dodgers suck. Hashtag F Shady Shohei. Hashtag F Joe Lacob. Hashtag F the Vegas Knights. Dude,
hey, I need clarification. Actually, we can springboard this and go right into a Steve Kerr talk, but expand on the F Joe Lacob. Like, what's behind that? I'm not sure. It's fine. You have your own thing, but explain why the stance on a F Joe Lacob. I generally support Joe Lacob for putting this whole thing together the way he did and the 4 titles. But I know some people a lot of people are pissed at Kerr. A lot of people are pissed at Lacob. People are pissed at Dunleavy. There's a lot of like bitterness around the Warriors right now, anger, frustration. I will say this, Tony.
Dunleavy won't talk publicly until Kerr has made his decision. Like, how about that? Like, I don't know. Maybe you can talk us through the process. Maybe you can put us at ease a little bit. We heard rumors yesterday about they're already looking at Todd Golden at the University of Florida, former USF Dons coach.
I was going to bring that up, Tony. Let's stop it right there for a second. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to react to that. First of all, I like Todd Golden. I do. I like him. He was good at USF. He's done great things with Florida. I don't know if I want him coaching with all due respect, like, I don't know. Are we going Vitello 2.0 now, bringing in another college guy into the pros? Like, it's
more common. It's more common in basketball than it is in baseball. But I will say, if I could be Todd Golden's advisor for a moment here,
please do. Oh, this is yes.
And Todd, I'll send you my address. You can mail me a check. It's cool for this advice. If you were to get the Warriors job, or if in your interview process, I think the only thing you need to say is, how can I keep Steve Kerr attached to my coaching staff somehow, some way? If that's the only way I would want Golden as a head coach, is if Steve Kerr is the top advisor to Todd Golden and is available, speed dial, any time of the night, morning, all day, every day, to talk him through situations, to be at practice when he wants to be on the bench whenever he wants to be. That's the only way I would even be. I don't know, because it's going to take me a long time to accept the fact that if Kerr doesn't come back, that's going to be a really, really, really tough transition for me personally, Paulie.
And Tony, well, same here. I mean, we kind of talked about that idea yesterday, just like how it's really, really difficult to see another coach, especially a guy like Golden with no pro experience, coming in and like handling Draymond Green. Todd, I think Draymond Green is going to look at Todd Golden and say, like, what have you done, dude? What have you done? Like, and that's just the way it is. These are alphas, man. The Golden State Warriors are champions. And I think that it's a tough transition to move on from a Steve Kerr to a guy like that. Also, another name, Tony, just to food for thought. Just food.
Yeah. Sorry. P1 Chuck in the chat says, Tony, that's like asking your ex-wife to hang around for your new romance.
They don't usually generally go for that. Yeah, you know what I mean? They're not usually going to support that. I appreciate it. Good to see you, P1 Chuck.
Steve Kerr is physically and emotionally exhausted.
Yes, of course, dude.
Right.
You know how stressful that freaking job is.
Yeah.
And then every night you got to go sit there and take questions from the media. Why are you doing this? Why aren't you playing this guy? What the hell? Blah, 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 blah. What's with Pajemski? I'm sure he's burnt out, dude. It's an exhausting way to make a living, and I'm sure he's like depleted spiritually, physically. Like, and Steve Kerr's earned the right to do whatever the hell he wants to do. I got Steve Kerr's back, but at the same time, it is like a real interesting moment in Warriors history. Now, Tony, another name. This is news as of this morning. Now, this guy has not been linked to the Warriors, but I want to throw this name at you and see what your thoughts are.
Go.
Billy Donovan just stepped down as the head coach of the Chicago Bulls. Now
we can't go outside the state of Florida for former or current Florida Gator coaches. Why? I know he's the Bulls coach who just stepped down. I get that, but he's also a former Florida Gators coach as well.
And Tony, let's just remember too. Now to be real about this, I mean, he had a hard time in Chicago. I think they had 4 losing seasons in a row with him.
Dude, Run DMC, hard times. So that's all I gotta say. And real quick, I gotta do this real quick because it's my New Year's resolution in April, Paulie. Stand by. Escobar Cheeks followed up his first super with the second super. Thank you, Escobar. You're the badass. He says, hashtag free the thumb drive. Hashtag no shaman. Hashtag no butt stuff. Hashtag be me curious. Hashtag create chaos. Hashtag give the roadcaster the office space treatment. Yes, dude. Hashtag bring back small ball. Hashtag Cheeks plays skins. I love it, man.
And Cheeks, I would really like you to sit in. I got 3 shows coming up, and we'll talk. We got plenty of time. The shows are in July and June. The idea now is we're trying to do the Paulie Mac and Friends band. We're going to try to do at least 1 gig a month. But already it looks like we got 2 in July and 1 in June. So Cheeks, we'll talk off the grid and we'll set something up because I'd love to have you sit in for a few songs, T. Yeah.
And also, Paulie, I suggest this because Bob Marcucci and I, not myself, but we used to do something in our old band called the Percussion Discussion, where drummers and percussion players would get together and have just a couple minute long little back and forth with Bob.
Let him go.
Right?
Yeah, you have my blessing. Go. Let's jam it out, man.
Totally.
Marcucci and Cheeks, you'll like our drummer, Bob Marcucci. He's really talented. And by the way, yeah, dude, John Joseph, Hard Times. Let me tell you what, John Joseph, that's when I saw the Cro-Mags on that album. Ready for this one, Tony? The Age of Quarrel. That was the name of it, The Age of Quarrel. That was the album they were touring when I saw them in Boston in '86. I almost got killed at that show, by the way. Seriously.
Oh, I'm so glad you didn't.
All those New York skinheads came up because they were a New York hardcore band, and they brought all their own people with them, dude. There was like 30 or 40 New York City skins, and these boys were playing for keeps, dude. And I got knocked on the ground a couple times. They picked me up. That was like the etiquette back then. But at the same time, I'm like, I could easily get my ass handed to me tonight by these guys. But thank God they were relatively friendly skinheads. But I feel you. That was a good reference, John Joseph. And again, when I first laid eyes on Tony, I thought he was a skin. I'm like, oh, this kid's a punk. Nice. I got to meet this guy. You're kind of a hippie punk hybrid, I would say.
Yeah, but I stay out of mosh pits and I stay out of the violent scenes in music because I will get just annihilated. I just
me too. It don't matter who you are. You could be freaking Lawrence Taylor. You're going to get knocked on your ass. When the skinheads start throwing elbows, everybody clears some space,
Yes. Yeah. Stand by. Escobar is finishing the super portion of the show.
He's still coming.
For the moment, he says, and this is awesome, man. He says, hashtag smash the like button.
Yeah.
Feed the algorithm. Thank you, Escobar. You are the freaking man. And appreciate the support. Everybody, but Escobar, thanks for the supers, brother.
I love you, Escobar. I do. I love you, man. I want to go back to Billy Donovan for a second because he did have a hard time in Chicago. But you remember, he had some really good success with OKC, with the Thunder, when they had Durant and Harden. And I realize they're all Hall of Famers. But I thought he did. I liked him when he was in OKC. So I don't know. How would you feel? Is he a consideration if Kerr's not around?
Can I be fully honest? I don't think I'm ready. I don't think I'm ready for this conversation.
Yeah,
like I still hold out hope that Kerr's like, you know what? Let's do one last dance. But the more, and also I just hate all this, like these leaks nowadays. There's nothing sacred anymore.
Well, the Draymond Green, Jordan Poole thing. I mean, that was never supposed to have been seen by anybody. I don't know if they ever found out who leaked that, but to your point, you're right. Nothing stays in house anymore. Like nothing.
It's just unfortunate because like all this talk, but it's always people trying to get like, their name out there. Like, ooh, I heard this. Let me float it out there. And you have legitimate sources, right? But then you have other people that are floating stuff out there. So I'm just not ready, man, because thinking of nothing, no disrespect to Billy Donovan or Todd Golden, but we're talking about Steve freaking Kerr, man. Like one of the greatest coaches in the history of the game.
And how do you feel about the fact that, and I don't disagree with you, I think people, there's this sentiment out there from the majority of people that don't like Steve Kerr. They would say, and I have a hard time with that concept. I saw a Low Steve post a couple of minutes ago. He goes, listen, guys like George Seifert and Steve Kerr, when you win multiple championships, in Seifert's case, he got 2. In Steve Kerr's case, he's got 4 as a coach and then all those rings as a player. But my point is, like, Low Steve says, you got to give these guys the benefit of the doubt. You got to cut them some slack. I mean, they're champion. Both of those guys are Hall of Famers. You know what I mean? Like they're Hall of Fame coaches. And staying with Steve Kerr for a second, it was tough for me to see how quickly everybody turned on him. Like it just feels like all the people that were praising him 2 years ago or 3 years ago when they won their last title, now they're driving him out of town. Steve Kerr doesn't know what he's doing. Steve Kerr can't develop talent. Steve Kerr's partial to Pajemski. Steve Kerr doesn't play this guy. Like there's so many complaints, and it kind of was like, wow, man, it's
the new age of like short-term memory, and not having like the considering the whole package, considering what he has done for Golden State Warriors basketball, man. Like it's not all gonna be rainbows and butterflies, right? There's gonna be peaks and valleys, man.
I like rainbows and butterflies. I'm a fan of both.
There was a rainbow yesterday. I saw a rainbow yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Where was it?
Maybe I didn't see the rainbow. Maybe I just thought I saw a rainbow.
Oh, nice. Yeah. You want to see some rainbows? I'll show you some rainbows. Hey, also, you know what I mean? Tony, I want to say, again, I think, people could say that, oh, well, Steve Kerr was gifted this great team. And he was.
Stop it. So was Phil Jackson, dude.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, come on, man.
Exactly
come on.
Exactly what I was going to say.
So and you Pat Riley, dude. You could say the same thing about Pat Riley. Stop it with that. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
I'm with you, Tony. I'm totally with you. I totally dismiss that. And I'll tell you why. Because yes, it's coaching, but you have to credit Steve Kerr. When he first started coaching the Warriors, do you guys remember the ball movement when those first couple of seasons, like defenses could not keep up with it was a beautiful game they were playing. The ball was getting whipped around with precision and always finding the open man. But it's more than that. This is where these guys really earn their money. Tony, they're like camp counselors for millionaires. They're like therapists for these multi-million-dollar athletes that have massive ego.
I would love to like, again, this is the visual we like to use on the show. I would love to get JJ Redick and bring him down into Robert De Niro's dungeon lie detector in Meet the Parents.
You a pothead fucker?
Yeah. You a pothead, JJ?
Yeah.
And sit him down on the lie detector and ask him to give us his true, honest answers about what it's been like to coach the Lakers and LeBron James. Because I promise you, on a lie detector, he would probably say, it hasn't been that fun. It hasn't been like, I don't have as much say as I would like to have. Don't you think?
I do. And I just had a funny thought. This is kind of comedy, but maybe there is like just a nugget of truth in this somewhere. I mean, who knows? We're all trying to analyze this and figure out what's going on. But how about this theory, Tony? Maybe Steve Kerr is packing up his gear and he's like, I'm getting out of here because LeBron James might be coming to the Warriors. You know what I mean? What if he's like, to your point about Redick, he's like, you think I want to deal with this freaking prima donna falling on the floor all night long and begging for calls? How about if he was just like, I got to get out of here because I think LeBron's coming? Could you imagine?
Dude, I mean, pardon me, is like respect. I don't know if you want that nightmare.
No, I don't at all. I don't want that at all. By the way, Robot Centaur, the proud papa that he is, and shout out baby Nina, who just entered the world a few hours ago. I want to say he's had a couple of good suggestions here. He just posted, this is from Robot Centaur, I'd love to see Jason Kidd leave Dallas and coach the Warriors. That's an interesting thought. Another thing Robot Centaur said earlier in the show, Tony, another interesting thought is he said, what about Andre Iguodala as head coach of this team? That's an intriguing idea. I don't know.
Hold on, Paulie, but what about, to your point, what about they bring Iguodala on and Kerr stays around for one more year to nurture him along, mentor him, and then everybody knows it's Kerr's last year, and then it's like it's a different process.
I would love that.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
That's almost like a dream scenario. Now the question is, can Iguodala coach? I don't know. I know he's probably got an extremely high basketball IQ, and I think the players all respect him. He's one of us. He's a champion with the Warriors, so he's got the pedigree. He's got the background. It's a very interesting idea. What are you doing? What is this?
I'm just having fun for a second here.
What are we looking at here? What is this?
Just indulge me for a second, if you don't mind.
We're doing a lie detector. Beautiful.
Yeah, here we go. Just indulge me. Everybody, just sit back and enjoy. We're having fun here.
Thank you, T. I love this. I love it.
On a Roby Tuesday. Look at this. Oh, dude.
Looking for something, right?
Oh.
Jesus, Jack, you scared me. Well, I heard a noise, so I came down to see if everything was okay.
Everything's fine. I'm sorry. I saw a light on in here and I kind of stumbled in and I didn't realize.
Well, that's okay. See anything interesting?
No, not at all.
No.
I mean, this is great though. I love this. It's a cozy little nook.
I noticed you were looking at that when I came in.
By the way, look at the photo on the brick wall, dude, of the FBI, undercover.
Great eye. Great flipping eye. I didn't notice that. Great eye. And by the way, how about just the brick archway? Look at the thing he's standing in right here. It's like a dungeon. Look at this.
I mean, Stan, we won't play the whole clip. But
Great call on the photo, though, T. Phenomenal. Great eye.
Yeah. Just the best. Hang on.
Yeah.
It's an antique polygraph machine.
Is that what that is? Because I've seen these before, but I never saw one actually up close.
You know what? Why don't you try that on?
Why don't you try that on, dude? Here.
It's on now.
Yeah, it's on. Okay.
How about this? When he starts doing it, he's like, easy, Greg. The needles are jumping. Easy.
Yeah. These aren't 100% accurate, right?
Well, you'd be surprised how accurate they are. They can tell fairly easily if someone's lying or not. Now I'm going to ask you some questions, and all you have to do is answer yes or no. Okay? All right. Let's give it a whirl. Did you fly on an airplane today?
Yes, I did.
No peeking. Did we eat pot roast for dinner tonight?
Yes.
Was it undercooked?
No, it was rare. It was a little rare for my taste. But I
was kidding. I'm just.
Wouldn't you say this is some of De Niro's best work, dude?
No question. As far as the comedy goes, yes, absolutely.
It's just incredible.
I need a little more. All
right, here we go.
Relax. The needles are jumping.
Needles
Have you ever
jumping.
watched pornographic videos?
Oh God. Look at that.
No. I don't.
Yes or no?
Oh, this is the best. Okay, there we go.
Go drill some Nicorette. Remember when he's sitting up on the roof smoking butts? He lights the roof on fire somehow, goes in the gutter or something like that. You know what, dude? That inspires me. I think I'm due. I'm due to get my Fockers on. I really am.
It's gold, man.
How about when they want to try on suits and De Niro reaches into a pocket and he finds that pipe, which is really his son's, and his son's like playing it off like, God, what's that, Dad? And he goes, this is a device for smoking marijuana. I found it in Greg's check. A device, dude.
With the top hat on, by the way. With the top hat on. Remember this.
You're on it, buddy. You're on it. Hey, you know what, Tony? We're halfway through. I want to give some love to our beautiful sponsors today. And I want to start with the legendary Dr. Matt Young.
Sure.
I feel like I haven't been talking enough Dr. Matt Young recently, so we're going to do it right now. info@youngdentalsf.com. That's the email address should you want to set up an appointment with the great Dr. Matt Young, DDS, the official dentist of the PMP Familia, the PMP Show, the PMP community at large. I got the number right here. If you kids are ready to make a switch and get with the best dentist in the Bay Area. And I'm not embellishing that. He really is. 415-392-8611. Monster Giants fan. His son is a baller right now at SI. Have you seen him play yet, T? Dr.
I have not. I have not. But one of my dad's best friends, the family we grew up with, the Stecker family, one of my dad's best friend's grandsons is on the freshman team as well. So I want to get to some freshman ball before the season's over to check out Joe Young. Shout out Joe Young from the Young Dental SF group, also Dr. Young's son, and the SI Wildcats. So no, I haven't been, but I will. Maybe you come along, Paulie. I'll make it worth your while.
I love to see. I love high school. I do. I love high school sports. I love high school baseball, basketball, football. I love it. It's like the purest form of athletics is when you got the high school kids playing. Anyway, Dr. Matt Young, listen, he's been in practice for over 25 years. He's right down there in the city, right off Union Square, 490 Post Street. All the comprehensive dental services and care that you can imagine, he can take care of all of it. A cleaning, you got fillings you need to take care of, implants, veneers, orthodontics, emergency care. The entire team and the staff down at Dr. Matt Young's office, they're all really good people. And listen, they know you're busy. Like, this is the Bay Area, man. We're all hustling our asses off to pay the bills around here. So he'll work with you. They have Saturday hours as well. Tony's a big fan of that too. Tony happens to be one of those ultra busy guys in the Bay Area. Dr. Matt Young, finally, I would say this, Tony, he is the president of the American Academy of Implant Dentistry, meaning he arguably is the best at that in the entire country. So if you need an implant procedure or an implant surgery or restoration, you could not be in better hands than the hands of a Dr. Matt Young. He's also just a sweetheart of a guy. We love him so much. And you will too. You will too. So reach out and set up your appointment today, or just drop your, what do they say? Drop your dentist zero and get with a dentist hero. And
Nice.
Tony, if I could direct you to the bookmarks.
I already have it set up.
We're going to do a little tribute through Tony's friends in the band Fish out of Vermont. They've decided to do their own tribute to Dr. Matt Young. They're playing the Sphere. They have ties to Creative Tony. Tony's friends. What are you, friends with Paige's brother or something like that? Tony's got connections. And so we said, hey, Fish guys, we do our spots for Dr. Matt Young. We need visuals. And the Fish guys responded. Tony, I'll let you take it from here.
This is from the Sphere from the other night, and Paulie and I both without talking to each other, both put this in bookmarks without talking to each other, both thinking of Dr. Matt Young. And Paulie, before I play this video, I want to say, you know, when you meet somebody that is just, they followed their calling. You know what I mean? Dr. Young, that he is meant to do this for his career because he is such a good dude. He calms you. He could be just a psychiatrist or psychologist, the way he so calmly takes care of you and relaxes you, and then the steady hand of a Dr. Young. And so when Paulie and I both saw this on social media, we're like, okay, let's put it in bookmarks. Sphere, Fish, last week. Look at that. I mean, that is some wild stuff right there, dude. I mean,
what of all things? I mean, Tony reaches out and goes, Fish, give us something for our Dr. Young spots, and they come back with this. What? I don't even know where to begin with this. First of all, what song are they playing?
That's Tweezer. They're playing Tweezer.
Oh, Tweezer. Yeah, sure. I know. Everybody knows freaking Tweezer. So how does the dental procedure with the bulging eyeball have to connect to Tweezer? Like, what's the connection, I guess, between the visual and the song?
I have no idea. I really don't.
All right.
Yeah. That's what Fish does so well. They keep you guessing forever. And you try and put the puzzle pieces together. And a lot of times they don't add up or they don't fit. And they like that.
Well, anyway, a dental procedure courtesy of the band Fish in connection with our Dr. Young spot. Thank you, Tony. Great visual. But you know what? Keep this thing around. We'll be using this going forward during our Dr. because I know there's more footage, but we'll stop it right there. And Dr. Young, thank you, man, for your friendship. Thank you for supporting the show. We, again, as I like to thank the audience and our sponsors, there'd be no show without you guys. So, Dr. Young, we love you, buddy, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you, Dr. Matt Young. Tony, do you have any additional thoughts on the Steve Kerr thing before we pivot and talk about the different topics, Giants, Dodgers, for example, or NFL draft?
I hope that we don't have to talk about it. And I hope that Steve Kerr takes some time to really consider the decision, and that all these little leaks and these little rumors are just not true, and that he comes back. That's what I'm hoping. Call me naive, call it wishful thinking, whatever. I'm gonna hang on to that thought for as long as possible because of what Kerr has done. And think about the coaching staff that he's put together. And the people like, can we just the Ron Adams of the like? Think about like
the Mike Browns. I mean, he's put coaches in he's put his assistants in head coaching jobs all over the league, and he's been doing that. It's kind of like the Bill Walsh family tree. It really is or the coaching tree. Young's assistants. I'm sorry, not you, Dr. Young. Steve Kerr's assistants. A lot of them have gone on to head coaching. Mikey Brown right now coaching the Knicks right now in the playoffs. So, and by the way, Tony's New York Knicks. Tony's a big Knicks guy.
Oh yeah, big Knicks guy.
I like the Knicks. I'll back the Knicks. I got the Knicks back, and they're doing Knicks stuff. They're out there Knicksing it up, dude. Last night they had a 12-point lead in the fourth quarter. Lost the ball game. Okay, in the Garden no less, too, blowing a 12-point lead, and that was not specific to the Knicks. If you guys have been watching the NBA playoffs, also the Denver Nuggets blew a 19-point lead to kind of the upstart Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm very curious about that team. Anyway, Denver loses too after blowing a 19-point lead. The T-Wolves to me are a collection of ultra-talented guys, especially Ant Edwards. He's like their lead guy. But I don't know if they are cohesive enough to really have a deep run into the play. How do you view the T-Wolves? Do you think
the T-Wolves, do you think Ant-Man, if they beat Denver in Denver, like to win the series, is he going to do a victory lap outside Ball Arena in Denver like he did in LA after winning that one series?
He's still immature, I think, Anthony Edwards. He's a very likable guy.
Yeah, he's fun.
He's still, I think, kind of immature that way. Like he's got to grow up and realize, like, you know, and he will. I have faith in that kid. But I still think ultimately at the end of the day, Tony, in the NBA, there's, to my eye, there's really only 3 teams that are legit title content. To me, this is just me. Out of the East, I think it's the Boston Celtics. That team is just, they're playing great basketball. Tatum is back. You know what I mean? They're at full strength again. And I think they're the only team out of the East that can hang with OKC, that can hang with San Antonio. And those are the 3: Boston, San Antonio, and OKC, to me, are the 3 teams you got to really take seriously and think that I think it's going to be Boston against either the Spurs or the Thunder. And it's provided everybody stays healthy. But I don't know. What do you think, Tony? Out of the West, San Antonio and OKC are kind of the lead dogs right now. If they were to face each other, who would you like out of the Spurs and OKC? Wemby is unguardable. Like, there's no way to stop that guy. So I don't know.
People need to watch a video of Draymond on Wemby. Honestly.
Yeah, dude, Draymond. See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I'm pulling for OKC over San Antonio. I like the WCC representation on OKC.
I do too.
With Williams and
Santa Clara guy.
Yeah, Santa Clara guy. And why am I blanking on the big 7-footer from Gonzaga?
Yeah, that's dude. I know the white guy. Jesus, what's his name? You guys, skinny boy. Come on, I'm with you. Both. You know what? 420 strikes again, Tony. Chet Holmgren, for God's sake.
Holmgren, yes. We should never, ever forget his first name, ever.
Hi, dudes. Yeah.
Hi, dudes. For
his
life.
last name, Mike Holmgren. No connection.
Right,
but it might be Holmgren.
Or do you realize it's snowing in my room? Gee, damn it. And then
that's ladies' underwear. That's a serious mental disorder. Yeah.
Chet for life.
Rest in peace. Paxton, rest in peace. You know?
I know. It's so sad. But Paulie, yeah, I'm rooting for OKC. I like OKC. And I like a team like Atlanta. I don't know if they'll end up winning that series, but I do like, the underdogs.
You like the Atlanta Hawks. I don't think I've ever heard you say that before.
No, I'm saying in this series, just in this series.
Okay.
I'm not like a big Hawks guy or big
Hawks. Listen, even if the Knicks get their heads out of their A's and they win this series, they're going down. The flipping Knicks are going down, dude. And there was all this hope last year. Oh, the Knicks are going to the fun. No, they're not. No, they're freaking not. The Knicks are the Knicks. And if you're a Knicks fan, any Knicks fans out there, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's heartbreak. It's like the New York Mets. Heartbreak after heartbreak. Shout out Tony's New York Mets, by the way, too. Check this out.
Dude.
The Mets, I think they started the season 7-4. Tony, they proceed to drop 10 straight. 10 straight.
I think it's 11. I think it's 11 straight now.
Even better. Even better. Yeah.
I think it's 11.
And I saw a report when I was in Cancun last week. I was just flipping around on my phone. Check this out. I meant to send this to you, T. I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't. There was a report of the wealthiest owners in baseball, the entire MLB. They had the list of who the most wealthiest owner. I didn't know this. The wealthiest owner in Major League Baseball is the guy that owns the Mets. Isn't that crazy? Cohen,
wow.
Steve Kerr, number one. And check this out. The Giants, number 6. They have the wealthiest owners coming in at number 6 in MLB. Good thing they don't spend any money. Good thing they don't spend any money on getting some talent in here. We got an owner who doesn't give a damn, dude, and that bothers me. I don't really think he cares about wins and losses. He's a real estate developer first and foremost, and he's got this feather in his cap as an MLB owner, but I don't think where is he? He's never at the yard. You never see the guy. And I was kind of pissed.
Sorry, I had to laugh at that 6.
When I saw the Giants were ranked 6th, it pissed me off because I was like, dude, we're this high up in the food chain financially, and we can't get better players in here. It really pissed me off.
It's a bummer. It's nothing but a bummer when you hear that 6th ranking. My God, Paulie, what are we doing, man? It goes back to my dear friend Mark Wiseman, also known as Your Mom Is Cool, and he says a lot. He says often, "What are we doing? Just what are we doing?"
Yeah, no, what are we doing is right. Anyway, I mean, and by the way, speaking of what are we doing and payrolls and baseball, Tony, Giants, Dodgers tonight. Here we flip and go.
Well, tonight, they better get tonight, dude, because it's Roupp versus Yamamoto. Because they got Shohei tomorrow night. And by the way, let me give you a number.
I'm so sick of Shohei with his on base thing. I'm sick of it. I'm just sick of it.
That's why we have a pinata. That's why we got Shank and Soccer Bowl making Shohei pinatas that we can just terrorize in front of Standard Deviant for our opening day party. Thanks again for that Santa Cruz connection. But Paulie, look at listen to this number, dude. The Giants have scored 75 runs so far in the season.
Shout out Kevin Fagan.
Shout out Barry Zito.
Okay, yeah, dude, Barry Zito. Dude, we should get Zito on the flip. You know what? Let me make a note right now. I want to talk to Barry Zito. I want to talk to Samson. Fly me to the moon like that B. Alice Cramden. All right, hold on. Barry Zito. I really would like to talk to Barry Zito. I'll try to get a hold of that dude.
Sure. Yeah, tell him we'll talk music, man. Tell him we'll have him play some songs on the show.
100%. I will definitely try. I'm going to try. Let's get Zito, man.
So get this, Paulie. So the Giants have 13 home runs, 71 RBIs, and 75 runs scored. Okay, those are their numbers.
One more time. Please run that by me one more time. 13
home runs, 71 RBIs, 75 runs scored.
Damn. Okay.
Through what are they? How many games? 18 games is it? So the Dodgers. Let's just tell you what the Dodgers.
Yeah. Compare and contrast. Yes.
Same categories. Ready? 42 home runs as a team.
Yeah.
Compared to 13.
Yeah.
128 RBIs compared to 71. Here's the capper, dude.
Okay.
133 runs scored.
God Lord.
To the Giants 75. Almost double.
Yeah.
What the Giants have scored.
Yeah.
In the early season.
I think if I could, Tony, I do think there is a connection to our last point that we just talked about. The reason the Dodgers hit home runs and score all these runs and have the greatest pitchers, they have owners that spend money. They've put this in. To compete in Major League Baseball. Sorry to break the news, kids. You got to spend money now in 2026, and the Giant owners do not want to do that. And the Dodgers couldn't be happier to open up the checkbook. Who needs some? You know what I mean? It's like who needs a new salary?
Hey, Giant, take notes from the Dallas Cowboys. They're spending $7 million on their place kicker. Spend some money. Yeah. Spend some. By the way, I saw a stat. Brandon Aubrey, this kicker for the Dodgers, the Cowboys, is going to make more money than the starting quarterback, Jacoby Brissett. Is that crazy?
That is pretty intense. Wow.
That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Anyways, back to your point, Paul. I was just trying to make a parallel about spending money. The Cowboys are spending money. Hey, Giants, you need to spend some money. And those numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. As Farhan likes to say, Paulie, data doesn't lie. Okay?
Yeah, thanks, Farhan. Thanks for nothing, jackass. You know what I mean? Thanks for coming in and turn.
Tonight, I think they have a good shot of taking the Dodgers down. Landen Roupp, he's 3-1 with a 2.38 ERA.
He's
Okay.
quietly, like he's not, people aren't really talking about Roupp, but he's off to a hell of a start, man. He's been really solid.
Roupp, there it is. And then Yamamoto, 2-1 with a 2.1 ERA. So a couple of badasses on the mound tonight. Giants, if you need to play some small ball, if you need to get creative,
small ball it up, dude. I'd be happy with small ball. I'd be thrilled.
Like Escobar Cheeks is super earlier in the show. Create chaos. Oh, dude, Paulie,
What?
I got to scold myself. Can you? Actually, I'm going to slap myself, Paulie. Just stand by. I can't actually slap myself right now. Steve Grosso. A couple of supers came in a while back, and I apologize. Okay, so I want to get to them. Steve Grosso says, I'm playing for keeps. Phil Collins in too deep. I don't remember what that was in reference to, but that was back at 12:26.
Thank you, Grosh. Yeah, man.
I apologize, Grosh, but he says, I'm playing for keeps. Phil Collins in too deep. And then Grosh followed up with #bring back Bob Myers.
Let's talk about that for a second. You know what, Grosh? If you start looking at the decline of the Warriors, when did it start? When big old Bob, coolest guy on the block, Bobby Myers, he packed up his ass and split. And the thing is, how great of a job has Dunleavy done? Let's be honest. Let's be out in the open with this. Like, I'm a little underwhelmed with Dunleavy's performance. I got to say, I don't think he is connected to, I don't know this for sure, so I shouldn't speculate, but it's my feeling from watching everything we watched that he doesn't have the connection that Bob Myers did. Like, Bob Myers and Draymond are like boys. Like, they're not, it's business, but it's beyond that. I don't know that Dunleavy has that. And I do think that there's been a noticeable decline in everything since Bob Myers has left. So while people are busy, bashing Steve Kerr or Joe Lacob, I would say, maybe include your boy Dunleavy in this, because what's he done exactly? Honestly, what's he done?
Don Peralta and Robot Center are both with very strong points, and I was thinking something similar along the lines, but they just said, Bob, that Dunleavy just towing the company line for Lacob is what Dom said, and then Robot Centaur, who, by the way, proud papa of Nina Centaur earlier this morning. Congrats again, Robot Centaur and Megan Centaur. He says, don't forget, Bob Myers only left because Lacob got too involved in the operations. And Bob Myers couldn't fully do his job without someone looking over his shoulder the whole time. So
it's tough. It's a hard thing, man, keeping it all together. By the way, a couple things here. Tony, a great handle on the chat line. I'm not sure if we've seen this dude before. Cyber Dream Visuals. Do we know Cyber Dream Visuals, or is that a new handle?
I'm almost positive that's Patrick Patton. I'm almost positive.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Is that you? Is that you, Patrick?
Is that you? By the way, Cyber Dream Visuals, I'm a fan. I don't know if that's Patton or not, but I dig your handle. And he said Dunleavy completely fumbled the whole Kuminga situation. That I was so happy to kind of move on from that whole thing when Kuminga left town. But how do you feel looking back at that? Do you feel like we screwed that up, or do you think Kuminga screwed that up, or a little of both? Maybe
I think the whole thing was a freaking mess.
It was rotten.
The whole thing was a mess, and it was not handled well. It just wasn't handled well. So, but your Hawks, your Atlanta Hawks, and Kuminga's Hawks maybe take down my Knickerbockers, Paulie. So maybe you're onto something with Kuminga as a Hawk. And no, I'm just riffing, but
Tony's Hawks. By the way, Scarlet Fire, I see you. Is that you, or just a brilliant disguise? 100%. I haven't seen that one in a long time. By the way, Bonnie, I got my Bruce shirt on today. Check it out. I was
talking to Ray Goodman yesterday about that song. Dude, it's one of my
favorite.
Love
Brilliant Disguise. Dude, I saw something tucked in shame underneath your pillow. Anytime you're dropping shame in the lyrics, you know you're in trouble.
Wait, is that
I saw something tucked in shame underneath your pillow.
I saw you last night.
By the way, I've been wondering about this since I was like 19 years old, or whenever Tunnel of Love came out. What does she tuck under the pillow? What is it? Like, what are we talking? Are we talking about a handgun? Are we talking about a guy's phone number? Like, he leaves it up to you. You decide what she's tucking in shame. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Isn't that the song too, that she ain't looking too married and me, honey, I'm just pretending?
That's one step up.
That's one step up. God bless those two songs. God.
How about when he just starts crushing himself in that song? He goes, I'm sitting here in this bar tonight, and all I'm thinking is, I'm the same sad story, the same old act.
Yeah.
He's just crushing himself. I love that. Bruce will take himself apart at the seams. Yeah.
Don't give me. We could do a whole Bruce show. Honestly,
we might have to. By the way, speaking of Bruce Springsteen, you can't talk Bruce Springsteen without talking Jumpin' Stack Flash, Tom Stack, and Coldwell Banker Realty. Because Tom Stack has this over, I think, on all of us here, is that he saw Bruce probably before anybody else in our whole scene did. I think he saw Springsteen in like 76.
75, dude. Tosa Pavilion on Santa Clara's campus, 75.
And by the way, let me just remind everybody, that's the Born to Run tour, okay? I wonder what that was like. Jesus. Anyway, Bruce was probably 23 or something like that, 24 when Tom saw that show. But anyway, Tom Stack, one of our greatest new partners on the show. He is a broker with Coldwell Banker Realty. He is a monster music fan. In fact, I talked to Tom yesterday. I forgot to mention this, Tony. Tom Stack, his day job is real estate agent. We're going to talk about that. But he also is a very, very passionate music guy. He's just like most of us here in the PMP Familia. He's going to Cleveland to see another Bruce gig on this tour. And I told him, I think it's over Memorial Day weekend, something like that. And I said, hey, man, when you see that show, come on with us the next day and let's review. I want to get his review. So anyway, Tom will join us after the Cleveland show. And I look forward to that. But in the meantime, Tom Stack, listen, he is a people person. He is a super easy guy to talk to. And I know he met a lot of PMP faces last Monday at the pre-party at Longbridge Pizza before the Springsteen gig. And I can tell you this, he's done so much work out in Lafayette with the Town Hall Theater. He's promoted shows and concerts, including music stages for the Lafayette Art and Wine Festival. He has been named the Business Person of the Year. He is out in Lafayette. He's also a 20-year member of the Lafayette Chamber of Commerce. And he's been a Lafayette dude since 2001. He's firmly rooted out there. And he's got a great little community, and he's a big part of that. But when it comes to buying a house, this is the kind of guy you want on your side. He's got the experience. He's got the knowledge. He's got the connections to the right houses in the right budget, depending on where you are financially. He's going to help you find the right house for you, your family, your situation. Maybe you want to buy a house and use it as a business office. Whatever the circumstances are, when it's time to buy a house, it is definitely time to pick up the phone and talk to Tom Stack. He will help you through the entire process. And take it from me, if you guys, we have some people out there that haven't purchased a home yet. So much of it hinges on having the right agent. You gotta, and Tom is a chill guy, man. He's not going to be this slick, like corporate hustler guy. He's going to work with you, and he's going to meet you on your level, and he's going to make sure you're taken care of. Reach out, have that initial conversation with Tom Stack today, 925-878-9964. Tell him what your budget is. Tell him where you're looking, how many people are in your family, maybe you're solo, whatever. Tom's going to help you find the right house for you and your family if there is one. Tom.stack@cbnorcal.com, Tony. Another way you can reach out and talk to Tom Stack. Again, we want to thank Tom for all his great services he's providing to the community, and also for just being a great partner and a great friend. Tony, you walked into the gig with Tom Stack, didn't you? When I left you in the capable hands of a Tom Stack when we had to go separate ways. Yeah.
Yes, we talked about this when you were down on vacation, but that Tuesday, the day after the Bruce show, and we were talking about Tom, about how people recognized Tom when we were in line and said, Tom Stack, right? Yeah. And then it was like, look at this guy.
He is one of those guys. He's a lot like you that way. Tony should be mayor of like the peninsula, and Tom Stack should be the mayor of all the towns in the East Bay, because Tony's the same way. Tony knows everybody in the Bay Area, and so does Stack. I'm with you. Everybody knows Tom Stack.
Dude, and it was just, if you've met Tom, you know what I'm talking about. And he's a magnet. You're just drawn to him and his personality. Great storyteller, very funny guy, and also just a very caring individual. He made sure that I got to that show, that Bruce Springsteen show.
He did. He told me he talked to me privately without even your knowledge, Tony. Yeah. And he called me, this is about a month ago, and he's like, are you guys all set for Springsteen? And I'm like, I got my tickets. I go, but Tony needs one. Tony's looking for one. And he's like, all right, I got it. I'm doing Tom's voice now. He's like, I got it. Don't even worry about it. I got it. But anyway, I'm glad he hooked you up. You had nice seats too, dude. You were way down.
Great seats. Straight behind the soundboard. The sound was perfect. And shout out to his buddy, and now my new buddy, Mike, who was just my comrade at the show. We had a great time. Yeah. But Tom just he's a caring individual. He made sure I was taken care of, and he does the same thing for his real estate clients.
Yeah.
And you see on his logo right there, I'll treat you like a rock star. And that is the damn truth. And he knows what that means because he has worked with rock stars, as we talked about on the show. He handles the La Marina corridor, specifically Lafayette, Moraga, Orinda. Okay. But he also handles the greater East Bay, including Martinez, home of our dear friends Ray and Noemi. And Daniel Ogden, also from Martinez, but also Concord, Walnut Creek, Pleasant Hill. So listen to this testimonial Tuesday. Here's a testimonial from Graciela and Elbio of Pleasant Hill. They said, Tom was referred to us to list our home by a longtime friend. Tom was a perfect fit for us. We were under a tight timeline, and Tom immediately set the pace with inspections, update suggestions, and service providers. We were on the market in no time and in contract within 36 hours. He managed a bumpy escrow and the buyer's agent with skill and patience, and we closed on time. We will rely on Tom for his national referral network as we pursue our new residences. We cannot recommend Tom highly enough as a trusted real estate advisor in the selling of your home. So that's from Graciela and Elbio of Pleasant Hill. So the proof is in the pudding, man. Testimonials are out there for Tom. And then our experience with Tom as a person, one of my Uncle Paul's dear friends since high school.
Yeah.
The guy knows the Bay Area, and he's got a connection, a network of real estate agents, or like this person just said, national and in the greater Bay Area. So if you're looking to buy or sell, give Tom a freaking call. Seriously, Paulie.
Thank you, Tony. And thank you, Tom Stack. You are a rock star indeed. And look at the ladies, dude. Patty, Tom's a handsome guy. I'm getting like an inferiority complex around Tom Stack because and Don Peralta, ladies were swooning over Tom Stack. But I always maintain this too. It's good to have a handsome dude like Stack around because by association, it makes you more desirable. You know what I mean? At least that's what I'm telling myself. But thank you, Tom. We love you, buddy. And we appreciate everything you're doing. Tony,
hey, Paulie, real quick, for the audio version only, I just want to make sure for the audio version that aren't seeing this show.
Okay.
You can call Tom, 925-878-9964, 925-878-9964, or email him, tom.stack@cbnorcal.com if you're looking to buy or sell or know somebody that's looking to buy or sell.
Also, shout out to the great Buckethead Mark. He's in the house right now. And Buckethead Mark goes, I want to meet Tom Stack. I want to meet him. Well, you will. Buckethead Mark, you will meet him. I guarantee it. And if you
remember, Buckethead Mark and I are the ones that had the jam at the top of the hill in Paso Robles with our one viewer listener that I was talking about yesterday.
And what song are you playing again? Oh, Playing Caravan.
Playing a Caravan.
Anybody take care of vocals, even though you say you can't sing, but you can? Did anybody singing out there?
Mark did. Buckethead Mark did. And he did a great job. Great. Mark doesn't give himself enough credit. He's a great musician.
When I played with Mark a couple of months ago, he walked in, or no, actually I walked in and he was already setting up his gear, and I looked down on the ground. Dude, he had a pedal board like Tom Morello. He had like 37 different effects. I'm like, look at this guy. I know he's a pretty wicked guitar player, and
very wicked. Paulie, we got to have you down to his studio in the Belmont Hills, dude. It's a freaking great room.
The Belmont Hills. Damn, that sounds snazzy.
Yes, it's
what goes on in the Belmont Hills. I don't think I've ever tread the Belmont Hills. Honestly.
Belmont Hills, dude. Shout out Valley View is the name of the street, dude, and it's like surrounded by bamboo. We got bamboo growing above the studio. It's phenomenal.
I like my bamboo. I really do.
And then Mark has his own set of vegetables. If you're looking to just go veggie.
Is that right? I understand. Okay, fair enough. Hey, Tony, I want to say one more comment about this Dodger Giant. I mean, we can talk more about it, but I got one more thing to say personally.
Yeah.
And that is that, what sucks about like kind of the post Bochy era. I would even say, it's post Bochy, because this was going on when Kapler was here too, and Bob Melvin, and now with Vitello. I'm worried about this. The Dodger fans since Bochy, and I'm not saying it's specific to Boch, but it wasn't happening during those years, but now when the Giants host the Dodgers, at least half the crowd is blue. And it's really tough to take that. Like when you see an at bat and they get like when there's a left-handed batter in the box and they have that camera angle where they show you the batter dead on and you can see behind him where the Dodger dugout is, it's like all blue back there behind the Dodger dugout and around the yard. It's in the bleachers. Tony, that really, really bugs me. And Dodger fans come loud. They come loud. They come obnoxious. And I'm saying I don't have I'm not going to the game tonight. I don't. Anybody out there going to go to the yard tonight? Let us know. And I would ask you to do us all a great service. If you are going to the game, boo loudly, boo often, boo early, and boo relentlessly. Let these people have it. No, nothing physical, obviously. But I just hate the way they overtake our yard, Tony. It's really
you got to blame the Giant season ticket holders in the secondary market, to be honest, for selling their tickets. I know that people buy tickets because they can resell them to Dodger fans. I know that for a fact, and it makes me sick. 2 updates, Paulie. Buckethead Mark checked in on the chat, and he says, yes, Paulie, the Belmont Hills have ears. So just in case you're wondering.
I want to go to the Belmont Hills. It sounds amazing. It really sounds like some kind of like secret society place. I don't even know anything about this. What's bordering on the Belmont Hills? What's like around there? Honestly, I don't know the area.
Yeah, San Carlos is just south of the Belmont Hills, and San Mateo is just north.
Wait, Big T. So when I drive down to your pad, I take 280, and then I wind up going down this massive hill for like a few miles. Is that the Belmont Hills up there?
You probably are going down Ralston off of 280.
I'm a huge Ralston guy. I've done Ralston a million times. Yeah.
So that's if you were to go left instead of right at the end of Ralston.
I know what you're talking about. Yes, by the shopping center and stuff.
Yes, you'd be heading towards the Belmont Hills and Buckethead Mark's lair.
Okay, we're gonna make this happen, you guys. We're gonna make this just for a half session. We'll just bang it around, see what happens.
Oh hell yeah, Mark is a wizard, man. But also, Paulie, Daniel, I gotta give a shout to the name I haven't seen before, Daniel Shabazz.
What's up, Shabazz?
Yeah, and Daniel Shabazz has a good point. He says the Giants actually advertised Shohei as a way to, as the big draw coming to the park. So
see that,
like Draymond. Remember Draymond said yesterday, oftentimes the finger doesn't point back, the thumb doesn't point back. Well, in this case, the thumb's got to point back at the Giants marketing department and the Giants fans for selling their tickets, and for the Giants marketing department saying, "Hey, Shohei's coming, come to the park."
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's really tough to take. And I got to tell you, as the only pro team I've ever had season tickets for in my life was the 49ers. I had season tickets in the late 90s, early 2000s. And I used to get so pissed off in the playoffs because a lot of Niner fans would sell their playoff tickets just to make money, just to make a profit. And I had to contend with sorry, Mikey, but I had to contend with some really obnoxious Packers fans in playoff games over and it's such a bad feeling when it's like, hey, this is our yard, man. And all of a sudden you look around and everybody else is wearing a Dodger hat or a Dodger jersey. That used to drive me crazy at Niner games when Niner fans would sell their tickets. I'm making a public plea. Yo, Giant fans, cut that crap out, dude.
Not happening, Paulie.
And if you want to sell them,
Paulie, the same people that are bitching and moaning about Steve Kerr are probably the same people that buy Giant tickets and sell them to Dodger fans. I'm serious, dude.
Why not just sell them to a Giants fan?
Because the Giants fans aren't buying them, dude. The Dodger fans are willing to pay whatever they need to pay to take over that ballpark, and it pisses me off. But we have to look in the mirror at ourselves as Giants fans and say, cut the freaking crap. Stop selling your tickets to Giants fans. But it's the day and age we live in now, Paulie, where people just buy the tickets with no plan on going to the game. Because
I would never do that. I would never do
that either. But we're not. I don't know, Paulie. It's yes. See,
you and me are throwbacks like we are, because I don't look at being a fan of a team as like a business arrangement. Like I don't look at it that way. I look at it as like, that's my team. I want to get out there and give them my love and back them and support them and make some noise. Los D, dude, I was at that game. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Los D goes, Packers Niners, 97 NFC Championship. I got into it with Packer fans, says Los D. By the way, I would not want to mix it up with Los D. No. I'm just telling you that right now. Again, the other night when we had the party at Standard Deviant, I gave Los D like a friendly pat on the chest. All I felt was like concrete freaking concrete chest. It was like, damn, I didn't know you were ripped like that. But anyway, it was. I remember that. And they were obnoxious, those fans. And Tony, that's the same day. Tony did maybe my favorite angry fan maneuver of all time. Smashed his coffee table, threw it in the fireplace. I mean, that's so gangster. I wish back then, like we had cell phones to film stuff. That would have made a hell of a video for Twitter or Instagram. You crushing your coffee table and lighting it up.
I mean, it all started with myself and my buddy Tedder just pounding our fist on the coffee table, and then ended up like the wood split. And it's like, oh, I guess this table's not meant to be here anymore. And
Yeah.
when they lost the game, I was like, oh god, this is brutal, man. But
Well, go ahead, T. I'm sorry.
well, I was gonna say, like, there are fans, thank goodness. Like, I see Pine Needle in the chat. Great call. He says the Jungho Lee's section, the hooligans, they don't sell their tickets. They go to the games. And I get that people need to make a buck. It's just unfortunate that is how they're deciding to make their bucks, instead of going to the games or giving them or selling them to other Giants fans. You know what I mean? But I'm wondering if Dodger fans actually masquerade as Giants fans in the secondary market just to get tickets.
I don't know, but I love you using the word masquerade. I don't think I've ever heard you say that word, and I would ask that you do it more often. We got people out here masquerading. Hey, Dom Peralta, our very own, he's in the house tonight. Dom said he's going to the game. That's awesome, Dom. Have a good time. And
good, man. He's picking the right game to go to too, I think. Well, I mean, Webb and Glasnow on Thursday, the Thursday matinee. That'll be a good ball game too. We'll see what happens tomorrow night with Molly. How do you pronounce his name?
Molly, I believe.
Molly.
Yeah.
And against Shohei. But again, I go back to those numbers, dude. They literally have almost double. They've scored almost double the amount of runs that the Giants have scored.
By the way, leave it to Scarlet Fire to come at us with a lyric with the word masquerade. That's why I love you, Scarlet Fire. Growing up, Bruce Springsteen, the first opening lyrics of the song, I stood stone like at midnight, suspended in my masquerade. Dude. Nice, Bonnie. Nice. I'm a growing up head, by the way. Growing up flipping head. I hear that song, I'm in tears immediatly. All right. Tony.
We saw him when he opened up with that once, didn't we?
He played it in Oakland on the River Tour. That's the last time I saw it. He didn't open with it, but he played it. Yeah.
That's correct. My bad. Yeah, let's masquerade, Paulie. But I do think that Dodger fans might masquerade as Giants fans just to get the tickets, and it pisses me off. But you got to, this is not going to you're not going to like this. Other people aren't going to like this.
Go ahead. What?
You have to tip your cap to the Dodger fans and how they travel. They show up.
Well, you know what's crazy, Tony?
And they pay the dough, and they take over these parks. And yes, it's maddening. And yes, it pisses you, like all that. But you have to, in the end of the day, say they unify, they create these groups, and they go and they travel. It's the same way the Niners do it. The Niner fans are.
I was just gonna say that, dude. Yeah, totally. Yeah. It's just we do the same thing to a lot of other teams in the NFL. Yeah,
right. Yeah, right. So it's like you got to respect, because it was out of respect. Right.
Why it was out of respect. By the way, Escobar Cheeks III just dropped, making me laugh with this one. Shout out any given masquerade ball, dude. A masquerade ball. You know what I mean? Should we have a PMP ball?
Ooh, dude, how about a masquerade? Should we have like an Eyes Wide Shut themed masquerade ball?
Wow. Ding, hitting the chimes, ding. I'll come walking in with
the masks or the mat. Oh, dude.
That movie gave me the creeps, dude. That movie gave me the creeps. That whole secret society kind of sex party thing going on there. And, you got Tom Cruise just walking around, watching people getting it on. It was like the whole thing was a trip to me. That
was what's his name's last movie, right?
Stanley Kubrick, yeah,
that was his last movie, right?
There's like a theory going around now. There's so many conspiracy theories. I know the fast word, Grosh, Fidelio. Okay, Fidelio. That'll get you in. That'll get you into the party. There is a theory. Maybe some of you have heard this password, particles. Yeah. That's going to be me at the PNP ball. Look at me. Hey, Tony, have you guys heard that? I'm not making this up. This is like a real thing going around now. There is a theory now that Stanley Kubrick was murdered because he exposed that. People are saying like that stuff in Eyes Wide Shut is kind of a parallel to the Epstein thing. And and they're saying that like people, the ultra wealthy types that hung out on Epstein Island were so upset that he like exposed their thing that somebody whacked him. I'm just saying, have you guys heard this? It is a theory that's floating around now that, anyway, I don't know. Just throwing that out there. What do you think, Tony? Did that thing have teeth or not?
You're talking to the wrong guy. If you want me to like not acknowledge that where there's smoke, there might be fire.
I agree.
You know, so I'm not saying that's true, but I'm saying that is plausible. That is wow. I mean that. Whew, that gave me the chills when you said that.
It's you'll probably hear it. It's been that theory's been going around now for a little while. Noemi says I've heard that. She says I've heard that. Yeah, it's
here's the PMP Familia at our masquerade ball.
Which one? It's Noemi on the far left, like with the wings on her head. I'm all the way over on the right. I'm just looking
at the back. I'm in the back middle.
100%. 100%. I think that's probably Dom in the middle with the big head. That's just Dom staring us down with the eyebrows. I'm going to say Cheeks is between me and Dom over to your right. Yeah. Hell of a look. Fidelio, everybody. Fidelio,
buddy. But Steve Grosso suggests that the password for our masquerade ball should be particles. Just have to be particles.
Now we're getting a whole bunch of ideas. In fact, let's do a Low Steve spot right after this. Carlos De La Fuente saying, let's have a Sopranos ball where everybody comes as their favorite. You know who you should be, Tony? Dude, let's have a Sopranos ball. I think I just figured this out.
Go.
Tony is friggin' Artie at the restaurant.
Oh, I love Artie. I freaking love Artie.
You kind of got an Artie thing going there, dude, with the head and everything. Like you love food. Like Tony's Artie. That's been decided.
And I will rep Artie all damn day. I love Artie.
Artie Bucco. I want to know who's going to play Carmela. Who's going to walk in going, Tony.
Can you be a Catholic for 15 effing minutes?
Tony, in your underpants. When he jumps in the pool with his boxers on, in your underpants. We got to have somebody doing Carmela. Who's going to be Meadow? Oh, dude, who's going to be AJ? We need freaking AJ throwing himself in the pool. Who's that going to be, dude? Who's AJ in our scene, T?
Patty's volunteering to play Carm, so that's fantastic.
Okay, you got it. Just get the accent down, Noemi. Start working on it. Tony.
Oh. Dude, yesterday when we played that scene from Tony walking in the garage and seeing AJ smoking, and then Carm losing her mind in the garage is so good. Stevie B is AJ. Rags.
Stevie B is AJ. Done. It's done. Perfect. Miriam, what's up, Miriam? She says the broads can all dress like Carmela, Dr. Melfi. You got Meadow, the kid. You know who I always had a crush on? I'm going to make a little confession right here on the show. I always had a little crush on Charmaine, Artie's wife.
Wow. Okay. Charmaine ruled, dude.
I'm a Charmaine guy. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm a Charmaine guy. And so someone needs to be Charmaine as well.
By the way, Stevie Grosso is volunteering to be Johnny Cakes.
Perfect. You know who Rags is going to be? Rags, I'm going to assign you Big Pussy Bumpin' Sarah. Okay. Awesome. Big Pussy Bumpin' Sarah. I see that as Rags because he got that dark hair like Big Pussy.
Are you just going to be Paulie?
Well, that's a good question. Maybe I need to be Uncle Junior. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could be June.
I could be just looking out the window.
And wearing the hat, dude. Wearing those hats, man. Although you got to shave your head. You got to shave your head if you're going to be June.
Who's Bacala? Who's Bobby Bacala? Escobar. Maybe Escobar. Because they're big dudes, you know what I mean? Bobby Bacala was bringing some size, and so is Cheeks. Hold on, Stevie B wants a new assignment already. He's like, I can't do that. Can I swap AJ for? You can. Actually, that's a good call. You got the hair for it.
Do the ponytail. Oh, who's going to be the one-legged Russian?
Wow, dude. Who's going to be the Hasidic Jewish guy in season 1 at the motel? Who's going to be that guy with the curls? We have any Hasidic Jewish people in the audience, or anybody that can wear the outfit? Because you got to have those curls. You remember when they were doing business with the Hasidic Jews at the motel? It was season 1.
Yes. You know I do. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And then of course, dude, who's going to be Silvio? Who's little Steven? Silvio Dante with the swept back hair. Who's that going to be?
Wow, that's a good one.
Maybe that's Low Steve. Maybe Low Steve is Silvio. I don't know.
Yeah.
You notice how not a single person has mentioned Tony Soprano yet. Who's going to be the big guy?
It's kind of untouchable, man.
Yeah. Who's the big guy?
Ooh,
I can see Escobar doing that too.
Yeah. Or Los. I could see Los being Tony Soprano.
Dude, Scarlet Fire. Humdinger is the Russian with one leg. Okay.
Come on. Yes, let's go, okay. Leah Phillips. You are assigned. Let's go.
Oh, Rags, dude, as only Rags can. He's putting the wheels back on. Who's going to be Adriana?
Ooh.
That's a big one now. That's a big one. The ladies of PMP are going to have to fight over that one, I think. Because I got news for you, ladies. The same way that you always say all the women love Tom Stack, just as a little thing here, most men love Adriana. So
totally. And I think Denardi needs to be Christopher.
Denardi, dude.
Denardi is Moltisanti.
Hey T, I took care of that thing, T. Remember when he's always on the payphone calling Tony? Hey T, I took care of that thing for you. Yeah. I love this. This is a great topic. Low Steve. You know what? Let's do a Low Steve spot right now because this was
real quick. And just because I'm getting to the supers when they happen or trying to get better about them. Stevie B also just suggesting, and thank you for the. Sorry, Steve Groschel also a super and suggesting we need an Adriana. Thank you, Stevie.
Lily. It's done. It's already done. Lily's coming in. I want to be Tony Soprano's mom. Yeah. Dude, what a number she did on poor Tony. It's done. Lily, you are. What was her name? Why can't I remember her name? Livia was her name. Yeah.
Oh, God. Now I need to go back and watch. I've been wanting to rewatch The Sopranos for a while. This is inspiring me.
I'll just pull a random episode down and watch like 20 minutes when I'm eating lunch. I'll just get a piece, and it's so good for you.
It's so good.
It really is. Yeah, Grosh, I was thinking about being Junior. He's saying who's being Junior. I think I might be Junior. Just throw a bathrobe on and stumble around the house. You know what I mean? With Alzheimer's or whatever he has.
Did you cover a Dr. Melfi yet?
No, we need one. Maybe Patty. Maybe Patty's Melfi.
Patty's Carm, but if she doesn't want to be Carm, she can get yeah.
No, I thought Noemi wanted to be Carm. See, we got to work this out. There's a lot of people.
I could see Noemi as Dr. Melfi with the glasses and the whole vibe.
Who's gonna be the friggin' Russian guy out in the woods with Christopher and Paulie, who they had in the trunk? The guy who ran away, he just got away. Who's going to be the big Russian? We need a big Russian. Maybe Grosh is the Russian. Maybe Stevie Grosh should be the Russian.
Matt Hatter says he wants to be Furio. So there you go. He's going to have to fight it out with Stevie B.
Furio's a badass, man. Ooh, Phil Leotardo. That's another great one. Phil Leotardo, Johnny Sack.
Yes, yeah. Johnny Sack, dude.
Who is the, and by the way, I'm not riffing. I could care less. Everybody's cool in my book. But who's the shortest man in the PMP familia? And there's a reason I'm asking. Who's
right here?
No, you're not the shortest guy.
Well, me and Aaron Kask are probably
Okay, Kask. So
or Stinking Badges. Me, Kask, Stinking Badges probably got that covered.
The reason I ask is let's not forget Phil Leotardo's right-hand man, especially at the end of the final season when they were going to war with Jersey. New York and New Jersey were warring. The Sopranos against the Leotardos, or the Lupratazis, I guess it was Carmine's family. But who's going to be Butchie? Remember that little guy Butchie at the end? He was like a tiny little guy, but he was a problem. Butchie was a problem. So we need somebody to be Butchie.
Also, dude, Rags saying Tom Stack can be Phil.
Phil Leotardo?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
it's a pleasure to be sitting here with men. All right. Tony, I want to talk about the guy who created this whole concept. He is Carlos De La Fuente. Carlos, dude, I'm giving serious thought now to coming out for the Rush gig. I know that's later this year, but I just want you to know I haven't forgotten. I'm thinking Rush.
December 1st. December 1st.
Is the Rush gig?
Yep.
Maybe we
were texting. Lost and I were texting. There's legs. This story has legs. This idea has legs.
This story does have legs, and I'll tell you this: it's going to be more affordable to see Rush in Phoenix than it will be in the Bay. We're gonna have that same problem where people are going to be reselling their tickets for $1 million. Phoenix is a little bit of a softer market that way, price wise. So, just a thought. So maybe we got to get out there for that one. Anyway, Carlos De La Fuente, listen, you guys know about Flex Funding. He's been with us almost since day one, and we love Carlos Losti on the chat with Flex Funding. He is a one-stop shop for all of your private money loan needs or any of your financial questions or financial goals, financial, avenues you'd like to take in your life, because when it comes to your finances, you're talking about your mortgage, you're talking about, your money. You have to have that element of trust. You have to be able to know that the guy or girl or woman that you're working with is on the level and that they are legit and that they are going to work in your best interest, not theirs. See, you do have to be careful with some of these, financial. I remember all those Wall Street guys in New York City. You can't trust any of them. You know what I mean? They're all out there looking to make a buck, but Losti is not one of those guys. He is salt of the earth. He is a freaking stand-up guy. I am so glad that we've met Los, man, because I'm just glad we've developed a friendship, let alone the fact that he's a partner on the show. Carlos is bringing 26 years of experience to the table, folks. Tony, are you frozen? Yes, he is. Tony, you're frozen. Tony, jump ship and come on back because you have frozen up right there. But let's continue to talk about Carlos De La Fuente in the meantime. The advantage, I can tell you, one of the advantages of working with Carlos is a broker as opposed to being a lender. So Carlos has all kinds of insights. He's got, oh, there we go. Hey, what's up, you guys? I got the minimal thing going here. There you guys are. I'm in the calculator by myself. It's the first time. Anyway, Carlos is a one-stop shop. He has several different loan programs. If that is your ultimate goal, like, hey, it's not complex. I'm just short on cash and I've got a million expenses and I need to take care of this. I got tuitions. I got bills. I got mortgages. Join the freaking club, dude. It's a hard time. 2026 is a tough year for a lot of people. And I think Carlos understands that. So he will offer you a variety of loan programs, and then he will find the one that suits you best if that's your goal. If you just need some cash in your pocket to take on life expenses in the year 2026. Carlos also handles self-employed people. He handles reverse mortgages for seniors, by the way, that don't want to have a mortgage payment for life. He can work with you on that. So there's a lot of different things Carlos can do for you, but it all starts with a phone call. It starts with a conversation. Last year, we had that great event, the Learn with Los night out at the Giants game, when we just put a bunch of our PMP Familia in the same room as Carlos. We said, hey, man, we're going to go to the ball game, but if anybody has questions or if anybody just want to have a private conversation with Carlos, jump on it. Here's your chance. And it was a great time. We'll try to do that again this year. I know we're going to have a giant outing either in July or August. We're just going to, Dom, let's do that soon. Dommy, let's pick the giant game soon so we can get people to block that date just while I'm thinking of it. Because last year that was a really fun event. Anyway, Carlos De La Fuente, Flex Funding, give him a call today, 925-250-4894. You can also email Carlos, obviously, anytime. It's carlos@myflexnow.com. Again, private money loans, mortgage broker. It's your money. It's your future. And he's going to help you do the right thing. And again, last thing I'll say about Carlos, when you go to work with Carlos, and you're never going to get the bill and then say like, hey, what's this? What's an appraisal fee? What's an escrow fee? What's a title fee? Guess what? You get none of that with Carlos. None of that. There are no appraisal fees. There are no escrow or title fees. And again, he's very considerate of your time, usually fast closings within 7 or 8 days. So Carlos De La Fuente, we thank you so much. I don't know if we lost Tony for the show. If so, I can do a goodbye and set up everybody for tomorrow night. Just to let you guys know, I'm working on getting Peter Hartlaub on the show from the Chronicle. Great friend of ours. It's been too long. I reached out to him, so he might join us tomorrow or Thursday, hopefully. And I do want to reach out to Barry Zito. I did make a note about that. So we'd like, one of our goals in the immediate future, you guys, is to start getting better guests. It's just so there's so much going on. Like when you're working at the radio station, you have somebody that's their job. They're a guest booker. But here, as Tony said famously, it's a 2-man operation or 3-man operation with Dommy, or a 4-person operation with Patty from Napa advising. But it's a small group is our point. So, but one of our immediate goals is to start getting better guests. So I'm going to try to get your Barry Zitos, your Peter Hartlaubs. I want to get somebody on the show to talk about Steve Kerr as well. I don't guess Tony's not coming back. Oh,
whoa, dude, that you got me? Can you hear me?
No, you're not on the mic. And I was going to wrap the show anyway. So let's do a final moment here. But yeah. Get down to your wheel at the bottom. That's how I got my mic back.
I'm there. Stand by.
You're back. Oh, wow. Where'd you go? What happened to Creative Tony? All of a sudden I looked up. I was in the calculator alone. I got scared.
It just froze. That was so bizarre. And it just kicked me out. Wow. Okay, man. Maybe I'm just cursed just when it comes to technology. I don't know. So I apologize, everybody, but thank you for carrying on, Paulie. I don't know what happened. It just froze and the mouse wouldn't move. And I was like, okay, where am I? So I was trying to pull up an email from Carlos De La Fuente that we can talk about on Thursday. And when I did that, everything froze.
Don't even worry about it, buddy. Tony, you're fine. And I did the Carlos spot, so we're finished with that. It's all good. Hey, Arkansas Dave, good to see you, buddy. I want you to know that the newest member of the PMP, the Broads of PMP, is Corinne's friend, Pam. She's from Arkansas. So I was talking Arkansas last night with Pam, nice. Newest broad of the PMP Familia. Tony, that's really all we're doing today. The last thing I was saying is we are committed to try to get better guests on the show, and I'm working on that right now. Yes. So stay tuned. I did say I'm trying to get Hartlaub for tonight, or excuse me, for tomorrow night or Thursday. And I will try to reach out to Barry Zito. I haven't talked to him in a while, but I would love to have him on the show. Like Tony said, talk some music, talk some pitching, a little baseball talk there. All right, Tony, that's it. We're going to say goodbye, guys. It's great to be back in the home studio. It's been over a week, the longest break I've taken since we launched this show 2 years ago. And it's good, though. You got to clean the pipes out once in a while and kind of unplug. And it was really good that we did that. Tony had a few days. I had a few days, but it's great to be back. So let me say this. Woods Hardwood, Merkovich, John Joseph, you got Dami Peralta, you got Ray Goodman. Ray Goodman, Tony went out to Particle Land. He might have. He just might have. Lily Merchant, thank you, dear. Thank you. I appreciate that. Patty from Napa. Yeah, I'm talking Pam. Pam from Arkansas. Hell yeah, man. Arkansas Dave, particles are flying through the South. Hell yeah, man. And Rags, you take care of the New Jersey attitude today, man. Don't let anybody draw you into doing something where I got to bail your ass out of jail. You stay free, Rags. Stay strong, stay free. Okay, Tony, that's all I got. We'll see everybody tomorrow night for the night flight. And Tony, if you want to take us all home, go ahead and do that, my man.
I'm going to take us all home, and I'm also going to let Nina Centaur take us home. And just want to say congratulations again to Fareed and Megan and the whole Centaur household. Just if you're just joining us or just didn't see us earlier on the show, Fareed and Megan had their fourth child earlier today. That's little baby Nina right there. So the newest member of the PMP Familia. Hey, Dom, we got to get a baby-sized Grateful shirt made for Nina.
Totally. Maybe not broads of PMP. It's a little early for that. You know what I mean? We don't want to give one of those. But anyway, congratulations again, Megan and Fareed. We love you guys, and your daughter's beautiful. So congrats. Have a wonderful homecoming when you bring her home. I'm sure the other kids are going to take her in. It's great, man. So cheers, Megan. Rest up. And have Fareed go get you, run them ragged, run Fareed into the ground. Fareed, I need a chocolate shake, chop. Fareed, I could use some Cheetos. You know what I mean? You get those cravings. Fareed, I could use a Yoplait yogurt. Make it happen. You know what I mean? Run them into the ground. Now's your moment. I'm just kidding. I love you guys.
I love it. Oh, it's so
Tony,
good.
Fun show today. Great to be back. And take us home, my man.
Business hours are over,
baby.
Woo! Nice crossfade, baby. Nice crossfade. Okay, buddy. We will see all of y'all tomorrow night on the night flight. Go Giants. Dodgers suck. Hey, we got one more super. Beat LA. Numerology 30. Oh, Tony. Wait. Hold on. I'm confused. I thought 30 was yesterday.
Today is episode 305. So she said 35.
I see what she's doing. Okay, good. Beat LA. Thank you. And you have the right handle for this series. Beat LA is right. Thank you for supporting the show, and go Giants. We'll see everybody tomorrow night right here on the PMP show. It'll be a high noon broadcast, 8 o'clock. We'll see you then. Cheers, y'all.
Peace, everybody.